gracious me!
What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to take a look at 95 rated team of the season, Gianluigi Donnarumma. As you can see, I've packed him. He is untradeable. Got him from the 81 pluses, which I was quite surprised with, actually. I was watching a video, and it was Pieface, right? And he got himself like blue on blue on blue. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm chucking some coins into this, and I'm going to see what I can get. I put about 20k in, which, let's be fair, is barely even one at this stage. They're so expensive. They're like 2k a card. But I used what I had in the club. I did a few of those 83s, and then I built like 4. And out of 4, I got Mertens and Donnarumma. Okay, Mertens wasn't in the same pack, and he's not team of the season. But I got Donnarumma in there. We're very happy about that, to be fair. Very good return on 481 pluses. This card looks good. But it's going to be even better than this, because essentially it is a 99 rated card across the board, apart from his speed, which goes to 72. Because as you can see, if we go over now into... Well, his speed only goes up by 5, actually, so I am lying there a little bit. But with a basic chem style, he goes up to 99 for diving, handling, kicking, reflexes and positioning. And then he goes up by 5 in speed overall, right? So he'll actually go to 67 speed, which for some reason I was under the impression that they actually go up by 10 overall in... Let me just give him a basic chem style here. No, his speed does go up... no, his speed actually doesn't go up at all with a basic chem style. So it's just his acceleration goes up, but it's a bit weird, that. So on the ground, running... It goes up, but I'm not sure why it doesn't affect the overall speed. So, yeah, everything goes to 99 bar the speed, which apparently stays at 62. I don't know why. That's interesting, even though it says there that he's gone up by 5. His current price on the market is between 130 and 150, depending on your platform. The team I've got going on right now is not great, to be honest, but I don't have that many Italian League defenders. In fact, the only other two that I have, as you can see maybe on the reserves, well, I've got Skriniar, but I can't play him for chemistry reasons, and I also have a Scream Caceres, who is at Lazio, which again I can't play for chemistry reasons. Otherwise I would probably play at least one of them instead of Raul Albiol, who literally doesn't have any legs. Have to play Bale in every team that I use these days. He's just the norm and I'm used to him. I've got Fabinho in there. Currently doing a video on Arnautovic. Rivaldo is in there because he's the only icon, or one of 2 icons that I've done on this account. And my bench is kind of stacked full of random players. That Correa I got from the guaranteed, and I'm still yet to use it. Realistically, what I should do is pop him in there and give him a go. But I mean, his stats are... They're decent until you get to certain areas, like that composure is woeful. But you're not here to talk about that. You're here to talk about Donnarumma. I don't like reviewing goalkeepers as a rule, and you may or may not know this about me. The reason I don't like reviewing goalkeepers is because this guy could be terrible for me, but he could be great for you, and vice versa. So with that in mind, just take it with a pinch of salt that he may be bad for me. He may be good for me. Alisson, team of the season, is terrific for me. One of the best goalkeepers I've used. And I know 98% of people watching this video hate that guy with a passion and think that he can't save anything. He barely makes any mistakes for me, and it's just weird how goalkeepers can act differently to different people. But without any further ado, let's find out how Donnarumma performs for me. Let's check out Donnarumma's distribution. The lag on this game, by the way, is absolutely awful. Not bad in the way of distribution. He's going to be called upon here. Neymar bearing down on goal. Shot save, parried away. Lucky, to be honest, that there was no opposing player there. Otherwise, we would have been in a bit of a pickle. Here is Arnautovic. Well, he's played it short, and a great block from Raul Albiol. Donnarumma's had to do almost nothing in this game. The defence in front of him have been absolutely superb. Ball comes in. Donnarumma, I put out there. He's punched it back. I mean, technically speaking, it's still in the danger zone, but he did punch it away from the immediate danger. Great ball to Gareth Bale. Could Donnarumma be required? He is required to punch it clear. And it's a very strong punch as well. In fact, it's all the way come out to us to be able to attack straight from it here. I knew exactly what was happening then, and unfortunately I couldn't really take advantage of it. Donnarumma is well, I mean, to be fair, does he have it covered? I'm not sure. It's a one hell of an effort from the edge of the area. It flies through Miranda, essentially. Yeah, I think he's got that covered, to be fair. He is well across. Will Donnarumma be required here? He's played it short into Heung-min Son, who's gone for it, and it's a great save from Donnarumma. Don't know whether that was ever going in, really. But he's made a very strong save, tipped it round for a corner. He came out, he went back in immediately. His speed is actually very good. He's off the line quite quickly. My team is holding up rather well against this guy, I must say. Fernandinho on the edge, gives it to Heung-min Son, scoop turn, and it's easily blocked and shielded by the centre-backs, and Donnarumma's nearly made a catastrophic cock-up there, but he hasn't. Donnarumma in goal, waiting for this ball to fly at his face, no doubt, and I'm sure, well, that was terrible defending. He's straight off his line, tries to prevent the corner, can't quite manage it. I'm going to bring him out here, just to the edge of the 6-yard box, manages to punch it, and somehow, I'm not even blaming Donnarumma there, he's punched it, the game has literally not registered the punch. I'd be interested to see that as a replay. He got hands to it, because I could see it going away, and all of a sudden it just flicked back into Fabinho's face. Not blaming Donnarumma in the slightest for that. Not blaming Donnarumma in the slightest for that. And that, my friends, is why you need to look at replays. Look at the state of that. I honestly thought that Donnarumma had made a save, and it had sort of glitched behind him somehow, or something, I don't know. But either way, I wasn't expecting that. I looked at the replay thinking I'm going to see some really bugged out mechanic here, but no. Donnarumma comes for it. He's not really impeded by Son at all because he kind of pushes him out the way, and he just doesn't get there. And he is a distance away. It's not like it goes through his glove or it grazes the glove. It literally just goes nowhere near him. He does redeem himself right at the end of the game here. We are a minute away from the end, and he makes an unbelievably good save. Very quick off his line. I have used quicker keepers off their line, but he did impress me with his speed, despite not having the best speed in the world. Now, that's a great ball up and over the top, that is, to Arnautovic, who didn't even know anything about it. Now, with that being said, I do have a little comparison to make, and we're going to have a little discussion. That was a great save from Lecomte, an 82 rated goalkeeper, by the way. But without any further ado, let's jump into that comparison right now. And I am, of course, talking about Team of the Season Alisson, Team of the Season Donnarumma, of course, that's the video we're doing right now, and Team of the Year, David De Gea. Now, I'm not saying that, David De Gea even compares to these two, because David De Gea is that sort of pro goalkeeper, really. He's the one that everybody will go to, although I do know people who will use certain other keepers. But their stats are very similar across the board. And you've got a few points here or there, so diving and handling for Alisson isn't as good as Donnarumma, but then he's got better kicking, the reflexes are the same, he's got better positioning, he's got better speed. David De Gea, on the other hand, beats them both for reflexes, doesn't quite come up to scratch with positioning or handling, has the same kicking as Alisson, and beats Donnarumma, but his speed is far better than all of them. They are all very, very similar. Now, the whole point in me showing you a comparison between the three is that Alisson, for me personally, performs very, very well. He'll only make sort of one or two mistakes here or there. Generally speaking, most goalkeepers will make mistakes in FIFA. It's just the way the game is. But Donnarumma made a mistake very early on for me. I'm not saying he's a bad goalkeeper, nor am I saying he's worse than Alisson. For me personally, though, Alisson didn't make a mistake until like 20, 30 games in. And the mistake was that the shot came at him, and he got hands to it, but instead of knocking it away, it just sort of went off his glove and into the roof of the net. So that was annoying. Donnarumma's mistake was he came from a set piece and literally missed the ball. Now, I'm not saying that Alisson will never do that, but so far, about 100 games, he hasn't done that. I can't vouch for De Gea because I've not used him, but when I've played against him, he has been an absolute tank. So take from this what you will, but for me personally, I would say that Alisson and Donnarumma are about even. I didn't really feel like there was that much difference, even the speed. Alisson is extremely quick off his line. Donnarumma is still quick off his line, maybe not as quick, but then Donnarumma, I would say I had a little bit more confidence in shot stopping. Not much, but the way that he was stopping them, his positioning, he had things covered left and right. He very rarely conceded a goal. The only mistake was that from the corner. His positioning is good. Like I said, he is quick off his line. I would say that Alisson is a little bit more alert to balls over the top and such. But generally, they are, I would say, in and around even. And of course, Donnarumma is far cheaper than Alisson, although you do need Alisson if you want to link in your Van Dijks. But I would say that De Gea is probably still the better keeper out of both of them. But then he does command that price tag, which means you could buy Donnarumma and Alisson and have change for the price of that Team of the Year David De Gea, which is crazy. But they will perform differently for me as they do for you. You might have discarded that Alisson because he is absolute trash bags for you, and you may love Donnarumma. You may hate all three of them and are currently running the moment Schmeichel. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section who is your number one keeper that you've used the most this year and that you trust 100%. Mine isn't even on the screen right now. My number one goalkeeper this year that I trust more than these three, 88 Handanovic. The guy is an absolute mammoth in goal. He will save everything. He's like a little cheetah. He's all over the place and he just doesn't make mistakes. Unfortunately, I can't get him into the team with chemistry unless I get rid of Van Dijk and bring in an icon or something. But with that being said, that's going to do it for today. If you have enjoyed today's video, then do me a favor and smack that like button. Let me know who your number one is in the comment section down below. Forgot what it was. And until the next time, goodbye.